Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Miracle. I'm Mimi Fashion. If this is the first time you see my video face, you're welcome. So our next video is from Officer Tanton and says Shatan Calvin Larry schools Libra CNN host on bogus Trump fines. Let's check this video out.
Wouldn't there be many companies who would not want to do business or loan money to people like yourself or investors if they know that they can get away with fraud and there's no recourse to protect them?
Excuse me, what fraud? This is not about Trump anymore. When
I
you
know.
get a developer that builds a building and he says it's worth $400 million and he wants to borrow $200 million from a bank, which happens every day, everywhere on earth, including every American city, every developer is an entrepreneur. They shine the light on their building and they say it's worth 400. The bank does its own due diligence, as was done in this case, because they're very good at it. The banks are very good, and they say, no, it's worth 300. We're only going to loan you 150 million. That haggling has gone on for decades. That's how it works.
Video is brought to you by TatumStore.com. TatumStore.com. Get the merch link in the description section. If you love this shirt and you want it for free, all you got to do is get 2 hoodies. You get this for free. Buy 2 hoodies from the store. Get any shirt on the store absolutely free. We're only doing it to the end of this week. Like and subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell so you get notification anytime I go live. You already know what to do. Let's get into this. Ladies and gentlemen, ladies, welcome back to the Officer Tatum Show. The only reason or the only way that Joe Biden could even come close to being competitive with Donald Trump in this election is if they cheat. And we all know they cheated last time. I mean, Stevie Wonder can see. I like to say Ray Charles can see and Stevie don't have to wonder if they cheated. Because we could see 2000 Mules was a movie that showed an example of a lot of different strategies they use in the swing states to cheat. If you look at it, the controversial states were the swing states. How in the world do we stop, counting votes only in the swing states? Donald Trump is up in every swing state. He's up by almost 1 million votes in Pennsylvania. You wake up in the morning and all of a sudden all the votes go to Joe Biden. There's definitely something nefarious there. Unless you're completely stupid and you are oblivious to reality, you should clearly identify that something happened in the election. The anomalies are phenomenal. When you look at Joe Biden, he didn't even campaign. How do you not campaign in a presidential election and still quote unquote win? There has never been in the history of this country a president that won the swing states that Donald Trump won and didn't win the presidency. There is no president in the United States history that had all but one bellwether county that he won and didn't win the presidency. There is no president in the United States history that got millions more votes in his re-election and didn't win the election.
But guys, people are evil. Seriously. They haven't even found any crimes that he committed. They have not even found any crimes. So now they are making up this one. Like, I can't believe I'm saying this. Seriously, I can't. What's going on? Hey.
Happened in the history of this country. With all of those historical truths, it is very clear that Donald Trump should have a sweeping victory. And I know that he's winning and that they know he can win because they're coming after him with stupid stuff. We heard Kevin O'Leary just yesterday. I played the clip of him expressing how in the world does Donald Trump lose a $355 million suit with no victims?
Wouldn't there be many companies who would not want to do business or loan money to people like yourself or investors if they know that they can get away with fraud and there's no recourse to protect them?
Excuse me, what fraud? This is not about Trump anymore. When
I
you
know.
get a developer that builds a building and he says it's worth $400 million and he wants to borrow $200 million from a bank, which happens every day, everywhere on earth, including every American city, every developer is an entrepreneur. They shine the light on their building and they say it's worth 400. The bank does its own due diligence, as was done in this case, because they're very good at it. The banks are very good, and they say, no, it's worth 300. We're only going to loan you 150 million. That haggling has gone on for decades. That's how it works. And then In this case, even, the bank that was supposedly defrauded testified and said, we didn't lose anything. We want to do business with this guy again. We'd like to. But the judge said, no, 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 no. Let's penalize this developer for $355 million. And if we're going to do that, let's penalize all the developers all across America. They've all done the same thing. All of them should go to jail, and we should stop building buildings. That's what the message is from New York. Even the governor herself is concerned about what this looks like to investors all around the world. It's not just U.S. domestic. All around the world, people are talking about what happened here. You really think people want to invest money in New York after this? How about we go somewhere else?
I think there are people who would, I don't want to cut you off, but I want to converse with you instead.
You just did.
It's only because I want to have a conversation,
you know what?
Kevin, as opposed to just having you tell me.
I respect you because you're a lawyer. You're a lawyer. You understand exactly what I'm talking about.
I got to tell you, I'm respectable for a number of reasons, Kevin O'Leary, but being a lawyer is one of those issues. But I'll tell you, when I hear your conversation, and I do want to converse with you about this point, I understand that there are legitimate concerns that were raised during the trial and will continue to be raised about who the quote-unquote, who is actually bringing the suit. It wasn't the banks who were saying that we as consumers or unsophisticated feel this way, but Letitia James, the Attorney General, and I know you want to expand beyond Trump, has suggested, well, it's about making the playing field level for those who are not the major and billionaire investors, but for those who are supposed to put business records out there, want to get a loan, the idea of making sure that they have to have the same true statements included as those who have a lot more money. Is there any weight to that for you?
Well, I asked you who lost money, and I'll make it even clearer. You and I, we're developing a data center together, and I say to you, we can go to New York, where this just happened. It's your money now. You're now an investor, and you're taking risk. You're an entrepreneur with me, right beside me. We're together on the deal. Or I can show you Oklahoma, North Dakota, West Virginia, where the governors actually ran businesses. Let's go there, where this never happened before. They have power. They have permits.
See, guys, you can see in her eyes, she knows he's telling the truth. Sorry, my bad. And she knows it's wrong. It's nice to see people, like, it's nice to see a semblance of humanity left in one of those propaganda pundits. Seriously, it's so nice. I just love the way O'Larry is just calling her. Seriously.
A victimless crime, and forget about Trump. It's not about Trump. I don't care about Trump in this. I care about America, and I care about entrepreneurship, and I care about democracy and the fairness. The judicial system is now being criticized. People are asking themselves, the bar of New York, is this judge rational to charge $355 million in a case where no one lost any money? Is that good for the people of New York? Should the people of New York wake up to this and say, what's happening to us? Why is this becoming so perverse? Why are we the focus of this injustice? And I have nothing to do with Trump. I'm not supporting Trump. I'm supporting American entrepreneurship. And New York is slowly becoming the #1 loser state in America. I'm sorry, that's what's happening.
If you are claiming that Donald Trump defrauded, defrauded banks and insurance companies, but none of those insurance companies or banks are victims of this, then where is he paying the money to? Oh, he's paying it to the state of New York. Listen, Donald Trump will benefit by moving his business out of New York, having nothing to do with New York. Kevin O'Leary said him and other investors will never invest in New York ever again. I think that, listen, this is what I think. You reap what you sow. These things backfire on people who are doing things of this nature.
Guys, but why will she be showing her unabashed ignorance without any shame? But I love for the fact that Mr. Kelvin was blasting her political agenda. Yes, was really blasting her political agenda. If she was seriously looking forward to argue against fraud, she should be asking sincere questions about the Biden's money laundering. Is that not so? God, let your will be done during this election. Let me know your thoughts are in the comment section. Let me know if the words she was saying. Let me just know what your thoughts are in the comment section. Like, watch, and subscribe to my channel, and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.